Hello everyone. Today we will be learning a very important concept in finance, how to calculate the mutual fund investment. Always remember, whenever we are investing in the mutual fund, whenever we purchase the mutual fund, we will be getting in the mutual fund we get in the form of a units. And when we enter into the mutual fund, that means we are purchasing the mutual fund units. So we enter into the mutual fund. So we will have to pay the entry load. We have to pay the entry load for the mutual fund. And usually the entry load is 2% plus 5% VAT. So it will be 2.1%. And when we sell the mutual fund units, that means we come out, we exit. So when we sell the mutual funds, we have to pay the exit load. So usually the exit load is 3% plus 5% VAT, so it will be 3.15%. So keeping this thing in mind, now we will start learning how to calculate the investment in mutual fund. So we will take this first question. Ahmed invested 10,000 in a mutual fund with NAV 2.5 per unit. The entry load charged on such purchase is at the rate of 2% plus VAT 5%. So 2% plus 5% of 2%, that is VAT. So we will first calculate, so we are supposed to calculate these four things: effective entry load rate, adjusted NAV per share, inclusive entry load, number of units acquired by Ahmed, and amount of entry load paid by Ahmed. So let's start with the first point, that is effective entry load. So here we have to find out what is the effective entry load. So the entry load is 2%. So we will write here 2%. 2% plus 5% VAT. 5% means, what is 5%? 5 divided by 100. 5% of what? 5% of 2%. So 5% of 2. So how much will it come? It will come 2 plus 0.1. So what is our effective entry load rate? It is 2.1%. It is 2.1%. Now we will calculate adjusted NAV per share. See, the name itself is explaining us. Adjusted NAV per share inclusive entry load means we have to include, we have to add. So very easy and simple. Now we will write it here. What is the NAV? NAV given is 2.5. It is given in the question. NAV is 2.5. So NAV is 2.5 plus inclusive entry load means plus. What is my entry load? 2.1%. 2.1% means 2.1 divided by 100. 2.1% of what? NAV. That means 2.5. 2.1% of 2.5. So what will be my answer? What will be my answer here? It will come to 2.5 plus 2.1% of 2.5 will come to 0.0525. So it will come to 2.5525. I hope it is clear. Now the next point that we need to find out is number of units acquired. Acquired means number of units purchased. Acquired means number of units purchased. Remember, acquired means number of units purchased by Ahmed. So what is the formula? Amount invested divided by adjusted NAV. What is the formula? amount invested divided by adjusted NAV. So how much is the amount which is invested by Ahmed? The amount invested by Ahmed is 10,000. We will divide it by adjusted NAV. We just calculated this adjusted NAV 2.5. So 10,000 divided by 2.5, 525. So we will get the answer number of units. What is the number of units? 3,917. Point. Always remember, mutual fund NAV will be coming in points. 2.3917.73 units. I hope this thing is clear. The last one is amount of entry load paid by Ahmed. What is the formula? Number of units purchased multiplied by entry load per unit. So how much unit is purchased by Ahmed? We just calculated, we find it out. So we have just calculated, we find out the number of units purchased by Ahmed. So what is the number of units purchased by Ahmed? It is 3,000. 3,917.73 multiply by entry load per unit. What is the entry load per unit? 2.5 multiply by 2.1%. That means 2.1%. 2.1 divided by 100. When you calculate this thing, 3,917.73 multiply by entry load per unit is 2.5 is the NAV multiply by 2.1%. So when you calculate, you will get the answer 205.68. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to everyone. We will see the another question. This was purchase of mutual fund. Now we will see sale of mutual fund. Vatika sold a part of her mutual fund investment when the NAV was 2.5 per unit with an exit load of 3% plus 5% VAT. If she received 4,842.5, then find out the following. Effective exit load, same like that, same what we have done. Now we will find out the effective exit load. See, remember, exit load is 3%. So exit load is 3%. So we'll write 3% multiply by 5% VAT. 5% means 5 divided by 100. 5% of what? 5% of 3 multiply by 3. So what you will get now? We will get 3. This is plus. This is plus. This is plus. 3 plus 0.15. So our effective exit load will be 3.15%. Now adjusted NAV per share. This is some mistake. Adjusted NAV per share. We will write here the correct one. Adjusted NAV per share deducting exit load. Remember, this is very clear. Adjusted NAV per share deducting exit load. This is the correct formula. So what is my exit load? NAV, adjusted NAV. NAV is 2.5. Now deducting means we have to minus. So NAV is 2.5 minus 3.5%. 3.15. 3.15% means 3.15 divided by 100. So 3.15% of 2.5 minus deducting. Remember, deducting. When we sell, we deduct. When we purchase, we add. So what will be the answer? 2.5 minus 0.07875. So our adjusted NAV after deducting the exit load will be 2.42125. I hope this is clear. Now number of units sold by Vatika. Vatika, amount received divided by adjusted NAV. What we will do? Amount received divided by adjusted NAV. So what amount is received by Vatika? It is already given 4,842.5 divided by adjusted NAV. Just calculated adjusted NAV 2.42125. So how many units are sold by Vatika? We will get the answer 2000 units. Now we will calculate the amount of exit load paid by Vatika. The formula is number of units multiplied by exit load per unit. So how many units is there with Vatika? 2000. Multiply by exit load per unit. Exit load per unit means 2.5 multiply by 3.1%. 3.15 divided by 100. So when you calculate this together, we will get the answer 157.5. I hope this point is also clear to everyone. This is the sale of mutual fund. Now we will take one more question. Now Raja invested 28,000 on 1st November 2022 in a mutual fund with the adjusted NAV was 1.4 per unit at an effective entry load of 2.1% including VAT. If on 31st December 2023 he decides to sell all his mutual fund at an adjusted NAV of 1.6 per unit with effective exit load of 3.1% including VAT, then we have to calculate number of units purchased. So first one is number of units purchased. What is the formula? Amount invested divided by adjusted NAV. How many units purchased? We have to find out. So amount invested divided by adjusted NAV. First we have to find out the adjusted NAV. How do we find out the adjusted NAV? Here we will write it down. Adjusted NAV, remember we have to find out adjusted NAV. We have just done in the previous two questions. Adjusted NAV. How do we calculate the adjusted NAV? NAV multiplied by entry load. NAV multiplied by entry load 1.4 plus entry load. Plus entry load is how much? What is my entry load? 2.1. 2.1 divided by 100 multiply by 1.4. So my adjusted NAV will come to 1.4294. Now we will write it here. What is the amount invested? Amount invested by Raja is 28,000 divided by adjusted NAV is 1.4294. So the number of units purchased by Raja will be 19,588.863. Now amount to be received on sale of mutual fund. How much amount he will receive on sale of mutual fund? We will write number of units sold multiplied by adjusted NAV, deducting exit load. So first we will write adjusted NAV. He is selling. Adjusted NAV means minus exit load. Adjusted NAV. So one is selling it for 1.6 minus 3.15 divided by 100 multiply by 1.6. So when you will calculate, you will get the adjusted NAV will be how much? It will come to 1.5496. Now here you will calculate. Here we will calculate amount received. Number of units sold. How much units he has sold? 19,588.863. Okay. Multiply by adjusted NAV. For one NAV he is getting 1.5496. So the answer will be okay. We will calculate the answer when we multiply 19,588.863 multiply by 1.5496. So we will get the answer. What answer we are going to get? 30354.9021. I hope this is clear. The next one is amount of capital gain or loss on such investment. What we will do? Amount of capital gain, sale price, sale amount or sale price minus purchase amount. Sale amount minus purchase amount. So what is the sale amount? 30,354.9 364.9 minus what is the purchase amount? 28,000. So how much is the capital gain? Profit. The profit which he is getting is 2,354.9. Now return on investment or percentage gain or loss on investment. How do we calculate? Very simple. I will write it here. Total gain means total profit divided by amount invested multiply by 100. So what is the total gain? How much profit he is getting? 2,354.9 divided by how much he has invested? 28,000 multiply by 100. So what we will get answer? What we will get answer? 2354.9 divided by 28,000 into 100. It will be percentage. We will get it in percentage. 8.4%. I hope this thing is clear. So this is how we calculate the mutual fund purchase sale. The first question was related to purchase of mutual fund. We add the entry load when we sell. The second question was selling. When we sell the mutual fund, we exit, we minus the exit load. And question number 3, we have done both purchase and sell. So if you like the video, if you have understood, like it and share it with your friends and subscribe it so that you will be getting more videos when I upload it. Okay, we will meet again in my next video when I will explain you how to calculate the mutual fund in SIP, systematic investment plan.